Hi there. Now, if you've been tangled in overthinking since our last chat, then you're not alone. In my last video, I talked about how overthinking can trap you, how it runs your life when you don't even realize it's happening. And I've been there properly, 100%. So I'm not here with, textbook tips or polished strategies. What I want to go through today is my way, the way that I've found that helps me see through this incessant thinking, not just manage it. So if you're ready for something real, potentially something different, then let's dive in. So first I want to say, it's just thinking. It's not real. No, I don't say that frivolously, like it doesn't matter, because I know thought feels real. Thoughts feel like that they're facts, but they're not. They're just thoughts. Now, I may have said this before, but it's something I love by Epictetus, and that is we are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens to us. So what I want to say is there's a shift that happens when you can step back, even if that's just half a step, and see the thoughts. The example I've got is that I started noticing this at night. You see, thoughts felt huge at 3 a.m, like just overwhelming. But by daylight, they'd lose their grip. So that alone shows me that it's not the thing that I'm thinking about causing the pain, it's the thinking that I'm doing about it. So what I want to say here is next time you're spiraling, just pause. Just see if you can say, oh, that's a thought. I don't have to run with it. My advice here is don't fight it. Acknowledge it. Just see it. That is enough. Now, this is something I say a lot because it's helped me more than anything else. Learn to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I want to say this again. Learn to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Why do I say that? I don't know why it is, but we spend so much time trying to avoid pain. Parents do anything to stop their child or children from feeling pain. And don't get me wrong, I get that. One of the hardest things to do is see your child in pain. But actually trying to fix it or trying to push through it is the worst thing you can do. We push pain away, but actually the best thing to do is to reframe it. You see, sometimes pain is just there. Now I want to share something that happened to me, and it was during my divorce. I was house sitting, funny enough, for my ex-husband. Now he was away with our kids. So one day, I'd had the shopping delivered and I was putting the eggs away in his fridge, which happened to be our old fridge, the one from our family life. And as I put that egg away, I had a flashback of doing it in our old house and I broke. I just sobbed. Standing there, fridge open, eggs in hand, crying so hard. But the most wonderful thing happened. In that moment, something deeper said, in me said, it's okay. This is pain. It's part of the process. So I didn't try to stop it. In fact, that probably allowed me to cry harder, believe it or not. But I just let it move through me. So that's what I mean by getting comfortable with discomfort. No, it wasn't pleasant feeling like that. But actually just to acknowledge that I was just in a feeling. I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't wallowing in it. I was just allowing it. So what I want to say, it always passes. But only when we stop pushing it away. So when you stop resisting, the grip starts to loosen. So you don't have to do anything dramatic. Just stop fighting. So, prior to that moment, I used to push hard against pain, try to figure it out, fix it, run from it. But now pain comes, because let's face it, life happens, and I just sit with it. It's like someone pulling a chair up, an unwanted guest, but I won't argue with them. So after that fridge moment, I didn't try to bounce back. I sat with the ache. And eventually it faded. Because the pain obviously wasn't about the fridge and it wasn't about the divorce. It was about my thinking around it. And when the thinking softened, so did the pain. So next time something rises up, don't run. Just sit. Let it pass through like the weather. So these three ideas, seeing that a thought is just a thought, being able to sit and stay with the discomfort, and letting that grip on you ease, they are not quick fixes. I always say, what I talk about is very, very simple, but simple does not mean easy. And so for that reason, even today, I don't get it right. Not that there's a right or a wrong, but I don't get it right. Some days it still gets me. But I remember each time, and I pause, and I notice, and it gets easier. So in the next video, I'll talk about how to keep steady when life throws you around a bit, because it does. But for now, try one of these. Catch the thought, sit with the feeling, or just let yourself be. Be still without fixing anything. That's where change begins. So thank you for being here, really. I love that you're here, and I'll see you next time.